Before we install all the mods, I'm going to assume that you've changed your ini file to disable the borders, installed Oblivion script extender, and have some program to make a load order for your mods. I'm going to be using mod organizer 2. Know that we won't need Nordic tombs or stirk. You're also going to want to keep your mods organized, like so. Now we're going to download the mods. All the links will be in the description, and I'll go through them in order. First, you're going to want to get just the meshes and sound and textures. For Tamriel landscapes, we're going to want to download, let's go over here, going to want to download the Black Marsh ESP, but not the LOD resources, the Somerset Isles ESP, not the LOD resources, the meshes, textures, and then nothing else after that. For Castle Dunkerlore, there's only one file to download, so just download that. For Topol Isle, you're going to want to get this one. For the Elsewhere City extension, you're going to want version 1.2. For Elsewhere Mysteries, we're just going to want this one. For Elsewhere Plantations & Co., download this one. For Elsewhere The Deserts of Inequina, download this one. For Reaper's Manor, download version 4, and the quick fix. For Tales from Elsewhere Inequina, download both of these. For Tieflinsburg Castle, download the main file, and both optional files, unless you don't want any partners around the castle. For TWMP Hammerfell, just download the main file and the resource pack. In the description, this has been labeled as High Rock, but the name is TWMP. This is because we're only going to want to download the highrock.esp. For the Drummer Ruins, we're only going to need part 1 and part 3. For Zur Palace, there's only one file, so download that. For TWMP Skyrim Alive, only download the ESP and BSA. For Skyrim Guard Armors and Shields, there's only one file to download, so download that. For TWMP Skyrim Improved, download the main file and the resources. For Somerset Isles Extension, download the latest version, that being 0.11. For Valenwood Cities, only download the main file. For Valenwood Improved, for TWMP Valenwood Improved, we're going to download the main file and the patch for Elsewhere. For Valenwood Improved, we're going to download the English translation and the full German version. Now if you want partners in Tieflinsburg Castle, you're going to want to download the OMod version 2. Now this isn't required, but it makes things a lot more enjoyable, this being Darnified UI. Now we're going to download just this one, and not that. If you want to actually have time to know what the character is saying by reading it on screen, just download version 93. In Tamriel height maps, download just the height map and not the LOD resources. For Tamriel resource pack, we're going to want the full one. For TWMP locations, we're going to want just the main file. For Varnfell imports, just get the main file. And for Tesla Gen, just get the main file. Now I don't know if SkyBSA is required, but one of my friends told me that it's very helpful and it'll solve problems, so just download it just in case. Finally, for my stuff, just download the stuff that's already there. Some important things to know is that you're going to need to rename some mods. Like Black Marsh Textures, just have a folder called Textures, so change it so you know what it is. Do note that some mods will need to be installed differently, like Silent Voice for example. I'm going to create a directory, BSC, create directory, oops, plugins, take all these, move it into plugins, then there you go. And this isn't named correctly, so we'll do that. Put all the way up here. Now when downloading Darnified UI, you want to download it like so. Select the components and go to Map Menu. Press OK. None of these. Press OK. Go for normal or large. enable it, and put it all the way there. When downloading CM Partners, you're going to have to do this. CM Partners, okay, don't need that. Um, that's all up to personal preference. Enable that. Place it up here. And then, really we don't need all these, so just deactivate them, because we don't need those at all, unless you wanted them. And this is what the load order should look like. Now for the case of Valenwood Improved, you're going to have to do this. When downloading either of them, you need to bring this down, right click on core, set that as a data directory. Then when you download my mod, set it at the bottom. Make sure everything's ordered like this. These don't come with this, these are just my mods. Place these files up here. Have this disabled. And this is how everything should look. Lastly, we're going to be making the LOD models. So to get this, we're going to go to Edit, add something from File. Whoops. Downloads. And there it is. Now I've already done it, so you can just go down there and then run it. Now I am aware that there's many problems with this project. Sometimes water doesn't load, the LOD is kind of messed up. I wasn't able to make LOD for some quads. I just wanted to get this video out there and hope that someone could help me out with this. Thank you for watching and goodbye!